Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're having an amazing day so far. I'm your host Phil. In today's video, I want to showcase a NAM pack, which I deem perhaps the most comprehensive, most detailed NAM pack I ever saw. Let's roll that intro clip and then get straight into the video. Before we dive into the actual video, I want to use this opportunity to make a huge shout out to everybody of you who subscribed and say a huge thank you. We recently reached 1,500 subscribers, which is incredible. This is something which I would have not thought when I started this journey, and I'm super happy that everybody of you are joining and having hopefully as much fun as I am having. I'm super excited for all of the new videos which I'm about to release and all of the ideas which I have. But before I do that, I want to ask you if you have any questions. I'm thinking about kind of making a FAQ question round, whatever you want to call it. So if you have anything which you always wanted to know, or even if you don't want it to know, but you want to help me out, create some content, leave me a comment down below with your particular question, and hopefully we'll gather enough questions to make it for an interesting video. And, you know, if this totally tanks and nobody replies and nobody cares, I still got enough ideas on my mind to make some cool content for you, hopefully. Okay. With that, let's move to the actual topic of the video. Well, I've been really long a member of the NAM community overall. I joined the Facebook group when it only counted 280 people. We're close now to 20,000 people. So that's incredibly mind-boggling if you think about it. But I'm not the only one. And one of those people who are also there since day one, I think even actually before I joined, was Tudor. Tudor also made the video which enabled me to do my first local training. So on this note, Tudor, thank you a lot. You really shaped my integration into the NAM community substantially, so thank you for that. Tudor is an absolute nerd when it comes to tinkering and getting the ESR as low as possible, be it through hardware-related things like reamping signal chains, cables, and all of that stuff, but also tweaking the software in order to get the lowest ESR resolution. And I know for a fact that he was since long time waiting for the Mesa Boogie Badlander to arrive at his place. He made one of the very early orders, at one of the big European retailers which sell Mesa Boogie products, but they had problems serving the European market. I think everybody is aware of that by now, that they had these issues for 2 or 3 years, but he finally got the Mesa Boogie Badlander to his place, and he wanted to make a NAM pack with that, and boy, oh boy, did he crank out an unexpected piece of art. What I am about to show you is what I think one of the most, or if not the actual most intricate, detailed profile pack which I have ever seen on ToneHunt. And being, this long in the NAM community, I know what kind of effort stands behind all of this stuff. You got to master your reamping chain, you got to invest into the equipment, you got to buy the amplifiers, then make profiles, spend money on the GPU, on the electricity, doing all of that stuff, and then uploading that for free. When I show you the ToneHunt pack, in the very first line of the description, Tudor has placed very prominently his PayPal link, and I beg everybody of you, spend a few bucks if you like what you're getting over here. I will certainly do that, but I also want to just kind of, speak out my appreciation for this kind of work, for this effort, this dedication, this passion, and I think it is well rewarded if we all as a community would support the people who are actively, spending that much time, that much resources into bringing us absolutely kick-ass packs for basically free. So, if you can, please donate. All right, I opened ToneHunt over here. ToneHunt is basically the main platform where people are sharing NAM profiles. And if you look at the latest models, short after the video has been released, you can see that we got 2 Mesa Boogie Badlander packs, and both are from Tudor. What is the difference between them? Tudor, being the nerd he is, made all of the reamps not once, but actually twice. He has a Signal Art reamping box, as well as the Lele P-Split 3 now, and he decided to make reamps or profiles for simply both reamp chains, which is an incredible insane effort going into that one. I cannot fathom how much work that is to do that stuff over here. But yeah, I already downloaded the single art reamp, so we're gonna go with that over here. So I'm gonna click on this over here. If you cannot find these packs in the latest model section because you're looking at this video at a later point in time, you got to go up to the very upper right corner where you got that small search icon, and then you click on that, and then you can search for Mesa Boogie Badlander, and most likely you will find the pack from Tudor there. I will just go over here and continue to click on this icon here, Mesa Boogie Badlander, and then talk about the profile. So once the page is uploaded, you can see the download link over here, and you can see some general information, you know, the description, the name. Over here, I said it before, you can see the PayPal link. Please go ahead, support your content creators, and send a dime or two or 10 or 20 or whatever you are willing to give. It is much appreciated, and I think it's well deserved in this case. So he gives us an information on the send level. So this over here is basically the level which we have to adjust towards. So a lot of videos are talking about input gain, you know, that you have to set it up. You have to set it to 0. Nobody knows exactly what's the right way. There is actually no right way to do so. I know how I'm doing things. I'm going to explain in a moment. Now, he gave us information regarding the reamping chain, what these profiles are, what have inspired them, and this is where the dedication and, you know, the precision work comes into play. Tudor has made such an effort to actually create an Excel sheet, which you can download over here, which I already did. So I'm just going to go to my downloads folder and open that Excel sheet. And he, I kid you not, made documentations of every single setting on every single profile. This is insane work. I really admire the level of detail which we're getting over here, and this is going to be so helpful in determining what we actually get, you know, like what are the inspirations of the tones which we're getting, how are they set up. Man, I'm blown away. I'm speechless. If you can't tell, you know, I'm speechless. Now, this is really awesome stuff over here. We got stuff from Killer Tone. We got stuff from Kyle Bull. We got stuff which Tudor himself set up. We got stuff from Blake Mansfield, Ola Englund with the Starzinger set up. So much good stuff over here. Okay, so speaking of good stuff, let's move over to Reaper and then listen to what they sound like. All right, let's talk about the signal chain before we get into actually listen to the tones over here. So I got NAM Universal loaded over here. As you can see, I got the IRs disabled because I'm using quantum speakers. I got a nice setup going on over here where I got a dynamic, like an SM57 on the cap straight. I got a ribbon microphone in parallel, and then in parallel to both of those, also I got the sub going on, and then I'm adjusting also a bloom line configuration to get more of that roomy big vibe over here. You're going to hear in a moment what that sounds like, but let's move on over here with NAM Universal. You can see that the input is set to minus 12.6 dB. The reason for that is that Tudor has given those instructions on how he set up the gain. He set up the profiles so that they are working with a headroom of, I think it was 22.9 dB. So in theory, me having an interface which has round about 10 dB, I have to dial that down so that I'm matching Tudor's level of 22.3 or 0.9 dB. So I just went with 12.6. That's close enough for my personal taste over here. After that, then, yeah, I'm just running normally my output into the quantum speakers over here. I'm going to lower that because I know that the quantum speakers rather like lower volumes with the profiles. And in order to compensate for that, I am going to the quantum speaker over here, and I'm going to adjust the loudness over here. So let's boost this over here a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. I'm now taking basically one of the profiles from Murder Tones, which is referring to Jason Frankhauser from Killer Tone, Texas. Yeah, on the Crunch channel, this is what it sounds like. Now, this already sounds really good. Of course, it does not have like that full high gain tone because this is not what the profile is. You know, it is on the crunch channel. And, you know, let's open up the Excel sheet because I am now curious on what it is set over there. I know this is the Killer Tone demo, and this is the amp on Murder Tones 2. So this has the crunch channel, this has gain set to 8.2, treble to 5.5, bass to 8, mid to that respective value, presence to 6, master to 2.5, and the power setting is set to bold. So knowing all of this stuff, I can really get a good feel for how I want to set up my amplifier. And then I can reset, or I can check the Excel sheet over here for things which match that pretty much. So I just want to go on the crush channel and I want to have a gain setting of 10, you know, like that's okay. That's what I like. Divine Sheep, what is it? 8. So I would know, okay, Divine Sheep 8 might be exactly my type of tone which I want to go for. So I can now go ahead and search for Divine Sheep 8. Where do we got it? Crush, 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 crush. Divine Sheep 8. There we go. Let's see what that. Let's listen to what that sounds like. Now this sounds really good. This is easily a tone which I can take further and tweak to my liking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to load one of my own boost profiles, which are included in the Boost Rooster pack, which I recently made a video about. And I'm just going to go with something which retains a little bit of the low end, does not take too much away, and gives a nice thump to it. And I think the MXR M77 is perfect for that. I'm going to select this, going to leave input and output to 0 because they are calibrated to work with my interface that way, and then gonna turn on the power. Let's listen to what that sounds like. Okay, now this is a little bit overloaded in regards of gain, but you know, fret not, we have the Excel sheet, and this is where this is so incredibly cool. So I can now go ahead and I can say, okay, gain on 10 on the crush channel might be a little bit too much. So what can we do? We can go for something which has the crunch channel activated or which has lesser gain on the crush channel. So now I can go really ahead, and in theory, I could actually even sort stuff on the crush channel, you know, like in this Excel sheet, and I could go down over here and maybe I can go and sort things, you know, after the gain setting. How about that? Okay, crush. Let's go with crush and stuff being on, you know, gain maybe around 6 or 7. Okay, so Mike Morton, the top amp, has a little bit less gain and it's set to Variac. So we can go with Divine Sheep 5. Let's go with that. Let's try that out. Let's remember how Divine Sheep 8 sounds like. Now there's a little bit of a search, you know, like where's Waldo game over here. So Divine Sheep, Variac. Okay, yeah, we have to go to the Variac, to the Crush, Divine Sheep 5. And we already now got a sound which is really good, which really suits my personal taste, and I can then move on from there on. So this is where this is so incredibly useful to have this Excel sheet, to have everything pinned down exactly to, you know, the respective settings. I know now for a fact that I am pretty much going to like the thing which Kyle Bull set up over here, Mr. Scary Bull 3. So let's go for that one, Mr. Scary Bull 3 amp. Okay. Mr. Scary Bull, so I think it was on the bold setting. We have to go to the crush and then, yeah, Mr. Scary Bull 3. Boom, we are there. I can now go ahead and test that tone. Okay, now this has the Mr. Scary mod in there, so maybe I don't actually need to use a boost in front of that. Let's try that out again. Sounds really, really, really amazing. Yeah, what else do we got? Let's go now with one of the things which I really liked. So let's go with, I think profile name is the best thing to go ahead. Yeah, and now I want to go with... Now with the suffix, that was Astro Horsey 1. Yeah. So now I want to go with the Ola Starzinger, which is the Astro Horsey 1 TS, because I know this is now boosted by the TS. And I want to go like full gain Ola style with all of the boost which I can get. So we're going to go with number 1 and then TS added. Okay, back to Reaper. And what do we got over here? Bold. Crush, and then Astro Horsey 1 TS. Yeah. Now let's try out if there's actually that exact same setting, but without TS. Okay, Astro Horsey 1. Yeah, we got that, in fact. Astro Horsey 1 without the TS. Ah, no, but this is only the preamp. Okay, got it. So this is only the preamp. Do we have this as an amplifier as well? Yeah, cool. Okay, so now let's go ahead. And yeah, amp, we are using the perhaps 100 watt version on the bold, and then on the crush, and then Astro Horsey 1 without the TS. There we go. What I'm now gonna do is I'm gonna use my own TS pack over here and see what that sounds like. This is really amazing. I can do so much with this. I can go ahead to clean blues. This is like a little bit more of an crunchy blues tone. Or I can go over to the first clean, which is an even cleaner setting. So I'm really flexible with this pack. It offers all of the different settings you could ask for. It has amp profiles, preamp profiles, power amp profiles. Oh man, this is so intricate in the level of detail which we're getting over here. I'm totally blown away, to be honest. And we got even noon settings. Wow, Tudor, you have outdone yourself. Congratulations to this immense awesome pack over here. I'm gonna now go ahead and I'm gonna select the Bold Crush Astro Horsey TS because I like that really. Yeah, let's listen again what that sounds like. Man, this is insane. Wow. All right, I think we explored enough of the pack. Let's get to the conclusion. Yeah, what conclusion can I draw out of this? This is absolutely amazing. Man, Tudor, you outdone yourself, you outperformed yourself. Once again, you have shown that you are truly the GOAT, man. Wow, I'm genuinely speechless. It's great time to be alive as a guitar player and having this quality of tone, at your fingertips, this detailed documentation. I'm a huge fan of this stuff. And yeah, I mean, it is 100% free, but please, if you like what you're hearing over here, consider supporting Tudor. He has deserved it more, than anybody else out there, in my opinion. And yeah, this is an amazing pack. Congratulations. And yeah, to all of you people watching this video, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you have seen, then please subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of other ideas for future videos coming up. And yeah, if you got questions, please leave them down below in the comments so we can make kind of an FAQ question round thing. And with that out of the way, see you in the next video. Thank you everybody for watching. And until then, keep it metal.